Back Row Ministry, the world of Mr. Marky, coming at you live and direct. Late night video. So, dropping 2 videos a day. The second video is a serious video. So, we're really talking about kind of understanding where the news stories are taking us. Talk about the last days of Trump. I got a running bet right now that Trump's downfall will be as it began with women, and it will end with women. We're kind of seeing the stories kind of push toward that narrative. The whole thing with Robert Kraft, the fake made up story with him and the prostitutes. Remember now, Kraft is Trump's boy, so if one domino falls one way, the other one usually falls the same way. So be looking for Donald Trump to be implicated in this foolishness. So big things we're looking at is how the world is going to change. What are some of the threats that are going on? What are some of the dangers to expect? We talk about this whole thing with San Francisco and the coming of the Messiah through the Golden Gate. The idea of something happening to the Golden Gate Bridge is something that I've been thinking about. I've been warning a lot of people, in the Bay Area to just, look out, be on the watch as we move deeper into the year. There's already been propaganda by the Russians pretty much stating that they're willing to target certain cities with nuclear weapons. And this was the propaganda that I saw in a Reuters report yesterday. And you got in the report Putin with his shirt off, the raw skinned guy without the shirt, the beast pose, and Russia pretty much waging a nuclear arms race war again with America. The funny part of this is our president just so happens to be in North Korea telling Kim Jong-un that he can't make nukes, yet in Russia they're bragging about how they have a new hypersonic missile that they're creating. They have some a new sea-based missile that they're creating. They're creating all these weapons, yet our leadership is in Pyongyang with Kim Jong-un talking about how they can't make nukes. Then we got the Russians with the propaganda of, okay, we're ready to target U.S. cities. Are we close to World War III? Yes. Could this war lead to casualties? Yes. I think it's going to be a lot of casualties from this war. I think there's going to be a nuclear war this time. I think there's going to be some mass casualties in this war. I think that the powers that be are so fixated on how they want this new world order to look that they're willing to do anything to obtain this new world order. And this is just the way that these people operate. I mean, they don't care if they kill millions to recreate a world in their own image. And pretty much a lot of this is really leading to the fall of America. America is soon to fall. A lot of things are going to be different in the next 10 to 15 years. The money system is going to be gone. The money system is going to be gone. We're moving toward a credit-based currency right now. We're moving toward a one-world economy. It's not going to be any more money. And people need to start getting used to this idea. And that's the hard thing for people is the idea of change, especially change when you're really used to something. It's not like you're going from the tape to the CD. And that was hard. I mean, I didn't want to give up my tapes. It was hard for me to move into CD. That was one of those hard transitions because tapes had been out for a long period of time. But now we're moving from, that's like moving from records to tapes. There are a lot of people that won't give up their records. Now we're talking about moving away from a currency that people have been used to for decades into a credit currency, which is, no money in hand. Is basically numbers being passed over the computer. And that's what we're moving to. Trade is going to have to be something that people have to get into. Bartering is something that people have to It's something that people are going to have to get into, but currency is going to be a thing in the past. So my question with that is, how is that going to hurt people that are undocumented? So the whole thing with people that are illegal immigrants, undocumented, how are they going to make a living if currency in dollars and cents no longer has any value? So my thing is, they have a plan for undocumented immigrants. They're not going to give up this workforce. Don't think for 1 minute that they're going to give up a workforce that basically works for nothing and works because they have to, for a workforce that's going to demand, because American workforce is going to demand. So the only thing I can see them doing, that after the mass casualties and mass destruction, you create a workforce now that basically has to work, or is either work or die. And that's the way I see them going. That's the only way they can go, where they pretty much diminish the populace down to the attitude of either I work for whatever they give me or I die. And I feel that either A, the world is leading to that, or they got another plan for people that are immigrants, another way of which they're going to pay them, but it's no longer going to be the currency system. Because remember, when the currency system dries up, a lot of these countries out here, a lot of these islands are going to suffer. They're going to suffer because a lot of them, they feed on dollars and euros. Now you take that away, everybody's on one system. Everybody's on one system. So heed the threats, the propaganda of the Russians. Heed the threats, because they push these articles way down in the feeds. Yet they put stupid crap like the Oscars right in the front. But way down the feed, they push this story about how Russian media is spewing this propaganda to their people. So you got to imagine how their people feel waking up to their country, men and women in the political establishment talking about we're going to target America. Because if you start talking about targeting America, what is America going to do? They're going to start talking about targeting you. But I still have this feeling that somewhere inside of this, that the EU and Russia are going to turn on us. Something's going to happen where we get turned on. And I'm very, very suspicious of this North Korean relationship. I think we're going to get turned on because these are the last days for America. This society was not meant to last forever. Just like Rome and other societies, this society was designed for a fall. And it must fall. And it's going to be recreated in the image they wanted to be created in. A lot of people are afraid of that. But I tell people that there's a beginning and an end to everything. There's a beginning and an end to society. Nothing stays the same, things change. But where is your mind state? Are you one who will survive, or are you one who will perish? And you have to put your mind state in being open and open your eyes and seeing what is in front of you. The problem is a lot of us don't want to see what's in front of us. We just go along with the foolishness. We just go along with the lies. We don't challenge anything. We don't read anything. And we don't mentally prepare for anything. But we have to mentally prepare if we're going to survive this onslaught that's coming. Read your news. And when I say read your news, read it for what it is. I talked about the brother from Children of Israel. Is some information I've been looking at. He's a former member of the societies, so he has a lot of information and a lot of various things that he kind of breaks down. Good information. Dan Brent is really good at tying things together. Of course, Zachary Hubbard, also good at tying things together with the gematria. He really knows how to really put numbers together and look forward to where these numbers might lead us. You need all this science, you need all this information in order to survive what these people are trying to do. Mr. Mach, the Back Row Ministry, peace and hair grace.